Hey everybody, I had to go to the West Virginia plant for a couple hours this morning, so I'm in one of Jawtooth's favorite places, Kenova, West Virginia. Been here before. This is the N&W, our Norfolk Southern Bridge across the Ohio River. That's looking toward Ohio that way. What I'm looking at right now, as I've talked about this before, there's a big rail barge transfer back over here, and Norfolk Southern actually has a loop that serves it. So these cars are empty, probably returning from the barge transfer, and the engines are probably up there somewhere. There's a place in Huntington called the Frost Top. It's a root beer stand, drive-in. Been there since 1959. That's the year I was born. So when I'm coming back from West Virginia, I try to stop there and grab some lunch. They make their, of course, their own root beer, and they've got milkshakes, and you can see on the bag all they've got. So, hey, I was sitting here and eat lunch and hope I see some trains. So as you can see from the other tracks over there, those are CSX tracks. This is Norfolk Southern. And so what I'm surmising is the engines are up there waiting to get a signal from the CSX dispatcher to cross over CSX tracks to go to the Kenova yard, which is that way. So if a CSX train comes, I'm not going to be able to film it. So I'm going to get in the car and drive around and try to park over there somewhere. So if CSX train comes, I can see it. So when going around trying to get on the other side of the tracks, I found this. Again, I'm probably not supposed to be driving on this. Looks like there used to be a little rail yard here, and it's an interchange yard, whatever. You got one abandoned track, and this track is pretty rusty. But there's this long line of pretty much dead Norfolk Southern engines. You notice it says PRLX on them, so I don't know if those have been refurbished by someone or waiting to go out to somewhere, but there's a big long line of them, and there's some more. There's two tracks full of them. There's another track behind that. I'm gonna go down here and turn around and come back and see if we see a CSX train. Fortunately, where I'm at, if a Norfolk Southern train comes, I won't see it. These engines down here are running. That's the engines that are on that coal train that I was waiting for. They're waiting to get a signal to cross CSX up here. Alright, they got the signal. What they're going to do is they're going to cross CSX lines up here and loop around to my right and go into the yard. Up to my right. And I'll show you what that looks like on the satellite view here. So in this picture you can see a train at the upper left, and you can see the signal tower at the lower right, which you'll see me driving by. So it's not quite in the same position as the one I'm filming today. The train's going to go on down, it's going to cross over, and it's going to run on this loop. It's going to loop back into the Kenova yard. Now the train I saw today just kept on going through the yard and tied back into the main line there on the left hand side of the picture. Up in the upper right, that yellow mark, that's where the Kenova depot is at. That's where I usually stand and film trains. These are empty coal cars that just came from the barge loading facility. don't think there's actual diamonds here. I think what they do is they just switch over. Now they're switching on to CSX track, and then they're going to go right again onto the Norfolk Southern loop track. Like he's entering it right now. I was hoping this access road that I was on would go all the way around next to another road, but it didn't. Alright, I'm going to head back where I was, because once it's out of the way I can see trains on both sides. Here comes the end of the train. It's crossing under the Norfolk Southern Bridge. And again, the two tracks on the left are CSX. So I'm looking east, and there's those lines of engines, locomotives that I was looking at. And again, I talked about it before. This was where the Kenova, West Virginia station was, right here. It was a two-story station, so it served both the C&O tracks behind me and the Norfolk Southern, or NW. So I will put a picture in here. I mean, I did it a few months ago, but if you didn't see that video, I'll just show you a quick picture of what the station looked like. And I don't know if Jawtooth realized that, but CSX train coming. So he's eastbound, again at the side of the Kenova, West Virginia Railroad Depot. It's July 8th. Chicago and Northwestern through line. I love these grain trains. That's where you're most likely to get the fallen flags for some reason. Chicago Northwestern. I don't usually show the whole train, but that one had enough fallen flags that I'm going to keep it all in. Well, I've been here about an hour. It's my second CSX train. No Norfolk Southern trains yet. Usually it's the other way around. Westbound, headed toward Kentucky. hills you see, the very highest hills, that is Kentucky. It's getting ready to cross the bridge over the, yes, what river is it? The Big Sandy River into Kentucky, probably about a mile ahead of it. There he goes. There's a time you would never see a westbound empty coal train. Unusual times. Maybe they're going back to southern Indiana back there. But there's a long train, but you have to take my word for it, because I'm not going to film an entire train. It's just all the same cars. All right, we've got a southbound, or I guess eastbound, Norfolk Southern stack train coming across the bridge from Ohio into West Virginia. That horn was for me. There's no road crossing here. I gave him a wave. Well, I thought there might be a DPU on this with only 2 locomotives on the front. And he's getting ready to head into some rough territory, but I guess not. Okay, everybody, I've been watching the radar, and I'm getting ready to drive into some pretty nasty stuff, so I'm probably going to be driving in rain most of the way home. So that's it for today. I'm going to try to post this on Friday night and have an operations video for you Saturday morning. Everybody stay safe.